Time to set the stage with the lights off. Let the little nigga breathe till the fight's lost. You ain't never like the room with the bright sauce. Hail Mary, they despise what the light brought. Let them roach niggas bleed if they can't see. Side of the TV, what you can't be. They say that murder on my mind, now they can't breathe. Take a picture of the crew, that's your last peep. Oh, I need me your love, yeah, that's just me. Keep them jumping like some frogs, so they might be leave what the sun say. And they don't really wanna bleed from the gunplay. And like mine, nigga smoking weed on the one-way street, nigga. Yeah, we see we outside with it. Pull up to debates like we might be with it on guard. Side these niggas like bullshit and they fraud. Let me chop them down with the sword. Walk them down like they live hard. This the toughest you gon' be in, we too hard. And you don't really want that smoke, my G. Side of the TV, this the toughest environment. The toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Keep that off your lip before you get flipped. We got sources over here, we don't just spit. Too many bosses over here, y'all just legit. Put them niggas in the game, let them get real. Don't even step unless you come in with that scholarship. That economic tip, gotta make a dollar flip. And I might be next, I don't give a damn, a truth rolling with me, so I'm feeling like the son of man. Too many gon' hate, gotta make a stand. I'm just tryna duck the lake, you don't understand. Read them when I greet them, that's my best plan. Head first shit, I'm just saying. Nigga meet me in LA, oh you just playing. Too many be fake, what the base saying. So I tell them they don't want no smoke before they end up in the newspaper next day. Smoke, this the toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. The toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. Toughest environment, the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in. And this is it right here. The toughest you gon' ever be in. You wasn't conscious before us. Y'all niggas was asleep. We woke the sleeping giant. We did it. Side of the TV. So stay your ass in your little box where you feel safe. Cause there's motherfucking monsters over here. Real monsters.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. It's your brother Herman Smalls in the toughest environment you can be in.
Peace and Black Power family. Y'all already know what it is. We're getting ready for that showdown coming up next month. Starts Wednesday. And it's 25 days after that, fam. It's about to go down. Unk and Inky, this been brewing for years. For years. This been brewing in the pot for years. So you know it's gonna be some bangers going in. Let's get this thing right. All right. So what I want to say, y'all, to get your tickets, the link is in the chat. That's how you get your ticket. You click on that, it's going to take you to the Zoom. So forget the joint I did yesterday where I said the Cash App. Nah, we set it back up the professional way. That's how you get the thing. You go ahead and sign up. Make sure you do it now. Don't waste no time. Don't wait till the last minute because everybody call us at the last minute and we can't do that. We got to, get the stuff ready. But let me show y'all what we got coming up, man. I'm going to be working all this week, man. All this week. I got a heavy ass schedule, man. God damn, I got a heavy schedule. But hey, If anybody could do it, Sarnetta can. I've been doing this for years. We got Elder Yara and the pastor finally getting ready to get it in. Pastor Reggie going up against Yara Black Sage. That's this Saturday. Testing 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't want to be screaming. I'm screaming. Why am I screaming? It's going down this Saturday, y'all. 7 o'clock sharp. And we giving this to the people. We giving this to y'all. We ain't charging y'all. We giving this one to y'all. And in return, y'all support too. Show some love. Because we ain't gonna let y'all pay for every debate, but y'all gonna have to start contributing. The reason why you paying for this one is because we got to pay the speakers for this. All right? Hit that link. Hit that like button as y'all come in too for me. Hit that like button for your brother. Hit the like button. That right there is definitely free. Hit that like button, y'all. All right, so we got Yara going up against a pastor, man. Reggie is no kitten. Reggie is not a kitten, you know? So this is what they going up. All the origins of the Trinity biblical. Who says it is? Yara is saying he's taking the no. Pastor Reggie is saying yes, it's biblical. Okay, so I want to get that straight. Make sure y'all know what's going on. And then we got the following week. Oh man, these two right here. This is an up-and-coming brother right here. Kassad. Kassad is no joke when it comes to his Bible. He know his Bible. Trust me. Minds explode when two worlds collide. When two worlds collide, minds explode. El versus Yahweh. That's going down. El versus Yahweh. Who is the supreme deity of the Bible? And did God change his name? So we got Asar Imka. Y'all already know what it is with Asar Imka versus Kassad. Kassad is a strictly Torah Bible. I think he's both. I think he's Old Testament and New Testament. So that's going down. Y'all don't want to miss that one. And then we got Wednesday coming up. We got Wednesday coming up. The Hebrews are calling out. See, the reason why I do a lot of the Israelites is because they call me and they say, yo, brother, I want to do a show. So when you got Jabari and Shaka and all them, y'all, man, you always doing them. Nigga, you not calling me. You not setting up no shows. I got to call you? I'm not going to call you, bro. You got to call me and let me know you ready for a show. Like this brother did yesterday. This brother called me yesterday. Commission of debt. He said, Sarnetta, do you got any time slots open? I say, yes, we good for tomorrow. And so today at 7 o'clock, Commission of Debt will be going in today. This brother will be going in today, man. You see what I'm saying? So my show is not just Israelites. The show is for y'all, man. Right? What I do this for the people. So y'all call me, you set up a goddamn scheduled meeting, and we get it in. This is what Commission did yesterday. He hit me up yesterday and said, Brother Saw, can you put me in one of them slots? I got a good presentation. I said, no joke, no joke, brother. Let's get it in. And the brother came in. I made the flyer real quick, and we going to get it in today at 7 o'clock. That's in another, we got time. That's about another hour and a half. Yep, another hour and a half. We're going to get it in. So the one you got to make sure you get now is this the only paid one right here so far. This one right here. All right? Get your tickets. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Or the link is in the description on the video. You see it right up under the video. Click that link. Is that the one? Let me click it and see. Yep, it takes you right to it. Takes you right to the Zoom. Let me see where Uncle Cat at. Because I know Unc wanted to come in and say a few things. This is going to be a brawl right here, man. And I'm going to tell Unc, man, I don't know. I usually will pick who I'm rolling with, but I know Unc is mean when it comes to the evolution stuff. But Inky showed me something. Inky showed me something coming up this week, man. He knows a little something too. So I'm not going to jump out the window. And then I got Captain Tazoriak tomorrow. So my hands is tied up. Told you I do this work, man. Y'all got to start showing your brother some love, man. I'm bringing y'all all this information. Hit that Cash App sometime, man. $5, $10 don't hurt your pockets, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do this for the people, man. I work for y'all. I work for y'all, bro. Hit that Cash App sometime. I ain't support Sarnetta in about a good year or something. Let me throw that brother something. Let me put $100 in this Cash App today. You know? Let me put $50 in the Cash App. Let me show some love to the brother. You know? That's what y'all got to start doing. That's how the Jews do it. The Jews take care of their people, man. Y'all got to start taking care of your brothers and sisters. You know?
What's up?
I'm live, brother. I'm live. Come on in, man. The link is in the chat.
You the hype, man.
The link
I ain't
is
in the house.
You know I'm hype, man. We got to get this thing going, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad I got you motivated. I'm driving. I'll be on my block in a second. I got you.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Coming. Bye.
All right, y'all. So there it is. Anybody would like to come in and talk about some things? We got Commissioner Depp getting ready to come in. He getting ready to bang hard. Pause. Now, Unc in the pseudo killers been ducking Commission for a while. They've been ducking this brother for a while. He is. And I don't know why. Shout out to my man DMG. But DMG kept saying when he was debating JJ, yeah, we taking on the House of Consciousness champion. Brother, I ain't want to disrespect the brother and say, yo, he ain't the champion. But you know he's not the champion, y'all. Not of the HOK. No knock on JJ. I'm just saying, that's not a knock on him. But the HOK champion is now Commissioner Depp. I gave him that title. I had to strip JJ of the title because he have not been doing right on the channel. So I stripped him of that title. And now, y'all got to go up against this young stallion right here, man. Commissioner Depp. His brother been putting in work, and Unc and the Amara squad, not the Amara squad, the pseudo killers, they've been ducking this brother when it comes to the information. They've been ducking Commissioner Depp. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a debate between Hebrew Israelites and Muslims. I agree with you. I like that. Yeah. If the Muslims wasn't afraid, I would have had that. But see, the Muslims that's not scared to come on are the Muslims like this brother right here, Commissioner Depp, and other Muslims. They're not afraid to come on. You know what I'm saying? They're not afraid to come on. But yeah, I want to see quote unquote real Muslims, like the Sunni Muslims, like Prophet Muhammad type Muslims, right? I want that too. I think I got a brother. Yeah, I got a couple of brothers, and we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. Nepal, we gotta contact that Nepal. We gotta contact that Muslim brother. And I want to talk to him. I want to set something up. Him versus a Hebrew Israelite. You know, I don't want to give him the other dude. You know who I'm talking about, that Muslim brother you had on the channel the other day. So we got Commissioner Depp, who is the HOK champion, alongside Nepal Shada, the champion. Nobody never took her belt. People keep running. And then let me just show y'all, we got this Saturday. It will be on the HOK Debate Coliseum channel. All right, when two worlds collide, minds explode. When two worlds collide, minds explode. Are the origins of the Trinity biblical? Yara is saying no. Pastor Reggie is saying yes. And we got this one right here. Minds explode when two worlds collide. El versus Yahweh. Who is the supreme deity of the Bible? And did God change its name? Asar Imka versus Kassad. That will also be on the HOK Coliseum. So there you have it. And then we got Apostle Saquon not going up against nobody, but he will be with Black Sage. What's going on, Miss Nepal?
Hi, Sonetta. I'm not feeling too good. Peace, everybody. I just need to clarify. When you're saying HOK, huh?
I knew you was going to come in here, man. I said you should be
because
resting.
you're not I need to be. Now I got to make sure that I'm hearing you correctly. He's not alongside. He's not alongside me. Would you like for me to debate him?
Hold on for a minute. We got to talk about that off the air, not live.
Why? No, you're not saying it off the air. Hello?
I'm asking you right now, can we
Well,
talk?
Anyway, I see this as just a game in here then. Everybody.
Okay, here we go with this crazy stuff again now. Come on, man. Come on, let's get this thing right. All right, so family, y'all already know what it is. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets for the Unc West going up against Dr. Inky. Y'all don't want to miss that debate. The way you get that debate is the link is right in my description. The link is in my description. Make sure y'all go ahead and get that right now. Let me drop the link for that just in case y'all say y'all can't get to it. I'll drop the link. And there it is right there. I hope that's the link. I hope I dropped the right link. Yep, I did. Let me see. Let me click it. There it is. So go ahead and get that link, y'all. Let me drop the link in case anybody would like to come in, and we can go in and talk about some things. Anybody would like to come in and maybe ask me a question or two or make a statement. The link is in the chat for you to hit that. Hit the link. What's been going on, y'all? Yesterday, a white boy shot up a church yesterday. I think it was out there in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Right close to Yara, Black Sage, right close to him. And so they called him in to come in to speak to the people. So he'll be in there speaking. I told him, make sure you get some footage. Sister Nepal just won that one with Sarnetta score. Yeah, you got that. No problem. You won that. Yeah, hell no. I didn't kick her out. She left on her own. I didn't kick Nepal out. Keon in the building. Keon, what up, my man?
What's good, brother, man? What's good, man?
Let me tell you what's good. Make sure you get your ticket, bro. I want to see you in the building. Most importantly, I want your support, brother, for the debate. I've been giving up free debates all summer, brother. So of course I need your support this go round. And what's going on? Talk to me, man. You have a question? Asar, what up, Asar? 7? The link is in the chat if you want to get your ticket now, brother. The link is in the chat if you want to get your ticket now. Asar. Yeah, go ahead. What's up, my man? What's up, Keon?
Shoot, nothing much. See, look, this is all I want to say about this upcoming debate. Like you said, I'm gonna try to get it together.
Don't try, brother. We don't trying is a failure. I learned that a long time ago.
You're right.
Trying is a failure, brother.
I'm gonna get that $30.
There you go, man.
My boy Inky though, man, he's playing this Dr. Spin. You know, he's the spin doctor right now. He's doing a lot of spinning.
What
He
you
ain't
talking about? So you rolling with
I'm not rolling with because Inky ain't wrong. See, what's going on is that Inky is trying to hyper focus on pangenesis, which is incorrect. You know, he's not wrong about that. But the problem is that with Unc and what I even think is the problem is that Inky is trying to take it a step further. He's trying to make it seem like evolution itself is almost debunked, and that's where I think Unc is kind of disagreeing or trying to fight with him about it. But Inky ain't wrong though. Inky
So do you think evolution is debunked? Do you believe in evolution?
I don't believe in evolution, but not the way that Inky's saying is debunked. I don't think it's debunked that way. I think the scientists even now that still push the evolution stuff, they also is telling us that pangenesis is incorrect. So it's like he's not wrong. He's not wrong. But
what do you think about this statement that Inky made? And when he made the statement, I thought about it. I was like, yo, damn, you might be on to something. He said, if you believe in evolution, then you can't believe in God.
See, nah, I don't think so. Because personally, me, right, I think that science itself is just an explanation of God's world, what he created. That's all we're trying to do in science. That's how I look at it. So no, if how the human brain, understands it is through evolution, then sure. But it doesn't mean that one doesn't coincide with the other. You can be a Christian and believe in evolution.
Check this out. Let me tell you what me and Black Sage last night. We had a nice conversation. Yara, Elder Yara, Black Sage, on the phone. We chopping it up last night. And I said to him, I said, brother, I am not an atheist. I said, I not believe, but I know that there is something out there that exists that created all of this. The sun, the earth, the water, the fire, us, the animals. I said, I just don't know what it is. And that's why I don't call it these names that y'all go by. That could be blasphemy. Y'all talk all this blasphemous stuff, but all that stuff come from man. So I just say it. I don't know what it is. So I'm not an atheist. And he was like, yo, brother, that's good right there in itself. But I've always said that. I'm not no damn atheist, man. I just don't know what to call it. Y'all call it all these man-made names that was given to y'all. I'm not going to do that. I just say, yo, it's something that's way more powerful out there that exists, that created everything, and nobody know what it is. And for y'all to say, oh, that's God, that's Jesus, that Yahweh, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as hell.
Well, I don't know about crazy. But I definitely get where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Because we like I always, because I'm a Christian, but I feel like I'm a Christian more on a different scale. But to be honest.
Go ahead, finish.
I was gonna say is that if they be honest, you know what I mean, we have never seen, never heard. Actually, the Bible even says that looking at his face is a death sentence. So, we can't sit up here and make it seem like God is just a click or a call away. You know what I mean? So, you ain't wrong, brother. Go ahead.
All right, brother Marco said, "Tell us how you know that, sir." Tell us how you know that, sir. Well, to me, it's simple. It's easy to me. All I got to do is look at nature and look at what's going on outside of me. I can look at this big ball of gas, this goddamn huge sun, where you could put like 5 Earths inside of the sun itself. That's how massive this sun is. is always on time. You know what I'm saying? The rain is always on time. The penis, the vagina, the eyes, the kidney, everything is perfectly designed inside of you. Something had to do this. It's just not no, to me, it's not no just a bang, bing, boom, boom, and it all just come together. I know some of you call it misunderstanding. That's called misunderstanding of science. No, it was before science existed. It was no such thing as science at that time. See, the thing that put it together didn't do no science. It wasn't no science, man. This was just something that happened. That, that's why I can't explain it. It's really the unexplainable.
Listen, Saad.
Some things was meant for us to never know. And
no, Saad. Listen, I'm going to explain it all.
You want.
I'm going to explain it all. Listen.
Go ahead, explain it, brother.
No, not today,
before you explain it, let me let Apostle know. Apostle, Black Sage had to change the date because he had to go somewhere, so you won't be able to do it tomorrow. But I'm hoping you will be able to do it right here on this day. He changed the date to the next day, which is on a Wednesday, brother. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
How you like the flyer?
Flyer's nice.
I know you like it. You going in right now.
Flyer's nice.
Yeah, you going in right now.
Yeah, that was taken at my family reunion.
Yeah, that's what's up,
when
right
I was preaching at my family reunion.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Inky. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying, I'm going to explain it all on the day of the
debate. This, man?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not even that. No, it's not that complicated. And also, my question to the brother is because I think what he said is absolutely crazy.
Who?
Keon White.
Yeah.
So I would like the brother to explain how he could be an evolutionist and a Christian at the same time.
It's simple. Like I said, brother, science is just an explanation of God's world, bro. It's just however it got there, that's just our own understanding. It doesn't exclude it, in my opinion.
Okay, but you do understand that evolution is an attempt to explain things without the guidance of a higher force, higher power, or supreme intelligence. So when you say you're a Christian, and then you said you're a different type of Christian. Now, I do know there's a bunch of different types of Christians. So are you saying that the type of Christian that you are is you're somehow a type of Christian that doesn't believe in a God? Or like what kind of Christian? What kind of Christian? Because the concept of God is, amongst other things, an intelligent, a supreme intelligence guiding creation as it continues to blossom. So I'm just trying to figure out how you could say that God is guiding creation at the same time as you're saying you're a follower of evolution.
Yeah, go ahead, Apostle. I see he wants to say.
Wait. Don't bail him out, Apostle. Let him walk with that. Wait. Just let him walk with that first, and then you got the mic.
The key word he's saying.
No, but you might bail him out. I'm purposely leaving it out so he can.
He running. Oh, he is running with the night. He is running.
Come on, Keon.
Me? I'm not running. I think, like I say, I don't think that evolution implies that there's no God. I think that's where Dr. Inky is coming from. Like, I know that the people who push the evolutionary thought is pushing it to prove that there isn't a God, but to me, that doesn't. It doesn't imply that there's no God to me. To them, the evolutionary process is just evidence of how we came from one species to another species. That doesn't explain how we were actually created, in my opinion.
Okay, let me help you out.
No, man.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, my bad, Apostle.
Yeah. See, he's saying science
and God. You can believe in God and believe in science.
See, I knew
But to
you was going
believe
to
in
help him out.
evolution,
Come on, Apostle. Listen.
but to believe in evolution, it's another step. It's an additional step.
No, see, listen,
Evolution is contrary to God.
Apostle,
God is intelligent design. That's not evolution.
Apostle,
But intelligent design is still an aspect of science.
Apostle, you done bail. I can't even say bailing him out. You done bailed him all the way out.
I'm trying to help my brother because he's saying, no, I believe in science. There's nothing wrong with believing in science.
But that's not what he said. Hold on. No, that's not what he said.
Was
Listen,
a science teacher. She taught science professors.
Apostle, that is not what that brother just said. Apostle, the brother said evolution. He did not say science.
No, he said, I believe in science.
No, he said he believed in evolution.
No, I said both. Yeah, I said both technically. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay, so that's what we could. Okay, I didn't hear
I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm wrong.
Okay.
But nah, Apostle. I mean, he ain't wrong. He ain't
wrong.
wrong. No, I am saying that. I think that because, like I'm saying here, like Apostle said with the science thing, I think we can apply that with the evolution thing as well. Because I don't think that evolution is actually saying like, okay, so the evolutionary story, there was this big glop gloop or whatever you want to call it, and then all of a sudden, bacteria came out or some type of species thing, single cell organism came out, and then it grew fish, monkey, human. That's basically
from intelligent design, though.
yeah, and I get that, that's different from intelligent design, but I still think there's an aspect of evolution that's still true. That we grew into something else, and I don't think that that's saying that there's no God. I just don't think that there's.
I believe in micro evolution. I don't believe in macro evolution.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
we do evolve. We evolve from children to grown-ups. Yep. Butterflies evolve from caterpillars.
So here's let me just add this, because this is a problem that I know we've been having for a long time, right? So sometimes we'll be having a discussion about something, and because the definition of the term could be a little bit ambiguous, even though we're all using the same word, we might be discussing different. So there's evolution, which simply means to change over time. Then there's the scientific theory of evolution, which has a lot more moving parts and differences to the basic, just the word.
Yeah.
Then there's Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. All of those are three different things. They have some spaces where they overlap, but they're all very, very, very different things. So sometimes a person might be saying, oh, I believe in Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, while somebody else is saying, I believe in evolution, and they think they're on the same page, but they're not exactly on the same page. So we can look around and see basic evolution. We can see things changing over time. That doesn't necessarily mean that we agree with the scientific hypotheses or specifically Darwin's concepts.
Nah, yeah, and I definitely, that's why I say I think that again you're correct when it comes to this debate that's coming up, because you're not wrong. Like the pangenesis stuff is not correct. Like it's not proven to be a part of evolution at all. Well, according to the peoples, but so that's why I say I think that you're right. My only thing is that there is still aspects of even Darwin's theories, right? Like for instance, the natural selection, the evolving of the birds' beaks, right, depending on the environment. Things of that nature that we still have in today's quote unquote theory of evolution, right?
No comment. So but I'm just saying there's a distinction between the concepts of blind natural forces driving development versus a supreme intelligence. So I think that the Bible, I might be misquoting Apostle, this way you might know the exact passage. It says, if you lukewarm, I'm gonna spit you out.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. See, this is a classic case of lukewarmness.
I'd rather that you be cold or hot, but you're lukewarm, and I spit you out of my mouth.
Yeah, because this is classic lukewarm. I think that because of the internet, and I'm not necessarily saying you, Keon, it just this situation presented an opportunity to have the discussion, but I think because of the internet, and I think because we're all still people, we all still want to be accepted. We want to, we all want to be fly and intelligent and not be looked at a certain way. I think that a lot of people are scared to stand on their own square with their own opinions when it comes to certain things. And so people want to say like half and half things, like, oh yeah, I'm Christian, but yeah, I also I'm down with y'all and I'm down with y'all. Like, nah, you can't be down with everybody. You got to just draw the line.
I would think that somebody who's actually standing on their square is somebody who just believes in what they believe in and not have to pick a team. That's what I would think. But according to you, I guess that's somebody who actually picks a team that's standing on their square, supposedly. But go ahead, Apostle.
Well, listen.
Hold on. Jabari asked the question: does Inky ever have a source for anything? Jabari, I'm going to show you something, Jabari.
Okay.
On October the 25th, he better have some sources. It's going down. Unk versus Inky. Unk versus Inky. October the 25th, he better have sources if he want to win this debate. So I think October the 25th, he's going to let it all out. I think Inky will be letting it all out.
So listen, Jabari is right now under the pressure of the people that have seen him getting waxed repeatedly over the last few days. So he just feel like he just got to jump off the top rope and say anything.
Hey, Inky, real quick, man.
Go ahead, Apostle. Get in there.
This picture is on the flyer. I told Sarnetta I was speaking at my family reunion 2 years ago. Somebody in the chat said bullshit. Apostle saying like I'm lying. There's seats. There's a bunch of people sitting in this auditorium. Over 200 and something people at my family reunion.
What you was telling them about God, Jesus?
Yeah, I was speaking about Hebrewism. I was telling them that they were Hebrews.
You caught flashbacks of being on the pulpit when you was a preacher?
Say what?
Have you caught flashbacks when you was a preacher?
Did I catch flashbacks? I'm always a preacher, man.
A Christian preacher. You was a Christian preacher.
Yeah, I was. And they knew me as a Christian preacher for years. They know me. This is my family. They know who I am. So now I was at the family reunion 2 years ago preaching about who they are. My family is the same as me. They don't know it, but they're church folk. There are 5 churches in my family. I got over 100 preachers in my family. Licensed, ordained. So I mean, that's you can stop sharing it now.
I did.
Listen, Jabari over there acting crazy. He know what happened in the last video. Not only did I provide a source, but listen, I gave the PDF version instructions to the audience so that everybody at home could download the book Descent of Man and read for themselves what Darwin was saying. So I think Jabari is totally debunked, but I'm sure that he'll be in attendance for the debate. And as far as the brother Keon is concerned, listen, I'm not saying that you can't be a part of multiple movements. That's not what I'm saying. You could definitely be a part of multiple movements, and you could be a part of this movement and still be wrong or still be incorrect, or because we all learning, we still developing. But what I'm saying is the two concepts of unguided growth and change versus intelligent design, those are in opposition to one another. So it's not necessarily that in general you can't be a part of multiple.
All right, let me say this real quick. Let me say this. I said this yesterday. if you are a debater, I'm glad Jabari is here. If you are a debater, Jabari, you are required to support. Get the ticket. All debaters need to get the ticket, not just the people who want to see it. Because when it's your turn to debate, we back to selling tickets, Jabari. When it's your turn, you will want people to support you. So I'm saying everybody, especially debaters, like you, like for example, Inky. You see how Smack do his thing when the battle rappers come up?
Mm-hmm.
The battle rappers support, and guess how much they tickets is, y'all? They tickets is $150 to $200.
I was about to say
and
they
if you want to be on the goddamn stage, you paying top dollar. And that's why they got their little bands around them. Ask me how I know. I've been there. I brought Captain Tazoriak with me one time. Captain to tell you, we was on the goddamn stage, man. You know, I called Smack, and Smack was like, yo, let him in. And I came in, and I had Tazoriak with me. I forgot what battle. Who was we there for? We was there for some good people. And them young boys, they support their culture. And that's why they strong today. So we got to support our movement and our culture, man. So if you are a debater, all debaters should be in here. Anybody else want to say something? Jabari, hit the goddamn link, man. Hit the link. Come on in the building real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Anybody? Apostle, you wanted to talk about what I was talking about earlier?
What's that?
When I was talking about nobody know what it is. Y'all call God by man's.
I can add to that because I can only speak to God as he revealed himself to me. I can't say no more than that.
God never revealed it, or that what you call God never revealed nothing to you, brother.
Okay.
It's just your imagination, man.
It's not my imagination.
And you playing games with it. Yes, it is.
Not when you got a whole building full of people. Everybody in there sees the same thing and hears the same thing. They come out with the same testimony. That's y'all stuff, man. Because you got a problem with it.
Ain't no God talking.
You know, the thing is, because God never spoke to you. Yeah, he's never spoke to me.
Yeah, you are so special, right? That God
has nothing to do with me being so special. It's because he's special.
Come on, Apostle, man.
Yo, wait a minute. Yo, Sa, what's up with your man Jabari in the chat talking about books is not sources?
God don't choose special people. He chooses ordinary, simple-minded people and use them. That way people can't say it's some other power because they know these individuals. Like Paul. What was Paul? He was a low-down murderer.
Yeah, Paul was not a real person, man.
Those are the type of people that God used.
Those are just stories, brother.
You know, so you read in the Bible, you see the people that God used. So no, man. You know, man look at the outwardness of man. That's why when Israel chose the king, they chose Saul. Somebody was above 6 feet tall, muscular, because they look at the outward appearance. But when God chooses you, God chose David, a little strongy 15-year-old kid.
Apostle.
That's who God chose.
Apostle.
To reveal himself.
You don't hear me, Apostle?
Well, that's just you. And your inability to believe because you don't know him. If you knew him, you would understand. Like if I was having this conversation with somebody that experienced this conversation, they would understand what I'm talking about. Especially when it comes to my daughter, who's 35 years old.
All right, Apostle. You don't hear me talking to you. I'm trying to get your attention, and you're still going on. So number one thing, you keep saying. Now you said him. Is this thing a spirit or is it a male? Because you keep saying things like him. He
using the manner of speech.
Nah. Don't do that. Because when you say him, you telling me that this is a man.
It's an English word. That's what I'm doing. It's not an it.
Hold
It's
on.
a person.
Hold
So
on.
that's why I use.
Hold on, Apostle. You are saying him, he. We all know what a him is and a he is. And the reason I choose to say it, because we don't know what it is. And you don't know what it is. You
The
only
Bible reveals him.
yo, Apostle, I'm talking, brother. You only going by belief. I keep telling you that. Don't go by belief. Go by what you know. Go by what you know, Apostle. And none of us up here ever saw a God, knew God, spoke to God. None of us. That's make believe shit, brother. And the names that you mentioning are make believe names, fictional characters. Let me pass the mic to Asar so he can go in deep a little bit. Asar, do you understand what I'm trying to say here, brother?
No, you don't.
Hold on, Apostle. Hold on, Apostle. Asar, you hear me?
Peace. Yes. Yeah.
That's
I
what
hear
I
you,
said.
sir.
You don't silence me and then do that. You come back to me.
No, I'm gonna come back, but you know you're long-winded. But I'm gonna come right back to you, Apostle.
Immediately, you come back to me before I lose my thought. You
Go
don't do that. If
ahead.
you're not afraid of me, you will come back to me. You must be afraid.
Go ahead, Apostle. Go ahead.
All right,
You must be
thank you.
afraid. You heard what Apostle said, son.
He's
You afraid?
That's why he avoids it, because he's afraid of us. All right? And I'm going to show him why.
You
Now,
don't read about the Bible, y'all. I keep telling
faith
you.
is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. For by the elders obtained a good report. Through faith, we understand that what? The world was fashioned by the word of God. We say that because Christ is the word and he created all things. He is the word of God that created all things. And this chapter says, he that come to God must first believe that God is. That's why you can't come to him, because you don't believe. You gotta first believe. And once you believe, he will reveal himself to you so that you don't need belief any longer. You now know because you have a relationship with him. Know what I'm talking about. It's just not belief. I got a relationship. I got experience that I can fall back on. I can say in my mind, you remember when this happened? And God showed up? Yes, sir. Remember. I remember when I was needed here. And God showed up. You see? So that's your fault. Only thing you can do is speak from your level of your understanding. But you can't deny me, my level, because my level is higher than yours.
Sound
I
just
have a working relationship, a working, living relationship.
you sound just like a pork chop preacher with a pork chop in your right pocket, brother.
Not the right one.
A left one. All right, let me go to Asar, man. Did you hear what he just said? He referred to this God as him, as he. But I thought, Pastor, you told me before that God is not in that book when I was pressing you. And that's what I be telling you. There's no deity in the book. That's all man-made. But go ahead, Asar. I don't want to ask him no questions. Go ahead, Asar. Kevin.
Yeah, I just want to say peace to everybody on the panel, peace to everybody in the chat, peace to you. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Apostle loves to preach. See, people who believe, right? Who
Hold
don't
up.
want to really
You
know.
gotta let him get it out because I know how you are when somebody go in. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, people who believe, right? Instead of wanting to be in the know, it's about their feelings. It's something that they love. They cherish it. They cherish their belief. They cherish that concept, right? They don't let nothing shake that belief because they love the concept around it. So it doesn't matter what facts you may bring around someone like Apostle. Doesn't matter if you prove Apostle flat out wrong. He loves that concept. He'll die for that concept. So to have that much, to put so much energy towards a belief or something encapsulated within your emotions, you know, that's where power can come from, man, right? You can believe in something that's wrong, but it can still make you powerful in that belief, right? And if you've seen some power wielded in that belief, anybody that's trying to prove it wrong, you know, no, I've done powerful things with this belief, right? But not knowing that that belief is built on more powerful things that your ancestors created, that's more rooted into something that's based on fact, like nature, versus the concepts that was built off of that foundation, which imprisons a lot of our brothers and sisters' minds. But because they've seen some power in that belief, they want to hold on to it. So I'm not surprised to see people believing in fictional stories or fictional people, because those stories were encapsulated or founded from stories that were powerful, like the stories of Aset and Asar, right? And other stories that were passed on from Kemet and mystery schools. So, of course, Christians, Hebrews, most people in Abrahamic faith are going to cling to their belief because they love it, they cherish it, and they won't let anybody shake it because they're wrapped into their emotions, regardless of fact or truth. I'll land my plane there.
Well said,
I'm
brother.
glad you landed your plane
Well said.
talking about me, so I should be able to respond.
Yes,
And
go
I'm
ahead.
glad you landed your plane because everything you said was based on Fugazi. You know what Fugazi is?
You,
Bunch of words with no power or authority behind it. A bunch of boogage. That's all you said. Basically, you gave me the level of intelligence of your mind. Simple fact. You have a cognitive distance. You're suffering. All right? You're imbalanced because you're not the way the creator intended for you to be. You reject the creator, therefore he rejects you. And you come up of a full mentality of who you're supposed to be. Your spirit man lays dormant. He's dead. You're a bag of bones and blood and flesh, but you have no spirit. So therefore you fugazi. You're living and yet you're dead. That's all. You haven't opened your mind to the realities of the trueness of who God is. And that's so sad, brother.
you ever heard of the term projection? You ever heard the term projection, Apostle?
Talking, brother. I didn't interrupt you.
Okay, my bad. I thought you was finished. My apologies.
All that nonsense that you said, talking about my emotions and all of that. That's how things started for me 48 years ago. I'm beyond emotion. You think I've been believing this for 48 years and I'm still holding on to my emotion? Man, you sick and simple-minded. And you got an immature mind. You lack substance in your life.
Apostle, let's ask Asar what is his belief system, because Kemetic brothers seem to have a contagious disease going on where none of them is actually into Kemet. So
right. They don't really believe in nothing.
So Asar,
the way they attack beliefs, it's like they don't believe in nothing.
So before we get to Jabari, let's get to Asar to tell us his belief system. All right, Sai, you hit the already. Come on, stop with the
Yeah.
Asar, tell us what kind of God you believe in.
First of all, brother, I don't have no belief system that you speak of. I'm not a Kemetic brother like you try to claim. What I am is somebody who is. I'm about fact. I'm about history. Now, I do agree there's a power that's greater than myself, but I can't quantify that power into a name. I can look at concepts that people created around knowing that power exists, right? And I can agree with some of the nuances of the concept, and I can disagree. But my concept is nature. And anything that is natural, that is based on fact, that we can prove, that's what my concept of belief, no, not belief, that's what my concept is, to be in the know, to be in the nature, to be what we can show and prove. Not some concept that a man made, not stories that a man made based on something that they've seen and they want to elaborate on it or create their own understanding of it. You can have your beliefs,
Hold on,
but I'm going to have facts. You can have your beliefs. Let me finish. Because you asked me what my concept is, and let me finish right here. You can have your beliefs. I'll have my facts, and I'll have my history, and I'll be in the know. That's where I stand.
All right, so why you didn't name yourself like Easter Bunny or Santa Claus? Like, if you don't believe in a saw and you don't think that that's a real concept, like why I just don't understand everybody.
Yeah, you weren't listening to me, Inky. I didn't say I didn't. What I told you was I could take concepts from what people see or believe in those in the higher power, and I can agree with some of them and disagree with some of them. The attribute of a SAR is to be spreading knowledge, right? To be someone who plants the seed, right? To be someone who resurrects minds, right? That's the attribute of. I was. You told me not to interrupt you, Apostle. Please don't be what you always do, a hypocrite, and interrupt people. So don't interrupt me. I'm speaking, sir. Yeah, you are. You still speaking. You still speaking right now. So as I said, I can agree with attributes that I can see that are connected to nature and use those attributes. And no man on here can tell me how I can use any attribute that's in history, especially connected to my people. Right? So that's where I'm at. So I use the 7, right? Because 7 is the number of God, right? Of perfection. I strive to be that. I strive to be that every day. When I'm in here, not only for myself, for my family, for my community, for my people. So that's why I grab those concepts. It's not that I don't believe in I don't have to believe in everything that's Kemetic. I don't have to believe in everything that's Christian or Hebrew or Islamic. I can see the good comes. I can see the root of where all that information comes. But I don't have to commit to not one of them.
All right.
And I'll land my plane there.
Let's bring on Jabari, Mr. Jabari Osaze. What's going on? I'm bringing on Jabari because I see he's driving, and I want the brother to get ahead and get it in real quick before, while he's driving.
Yeah. Peace, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. What's up, man?
I'm good. I want to say two things. The first thing I want to say is that I actually agree with what
he's breaking up and he's low.
Commentators have said.
No, he's not breaking up. We hear him good.
I agree with what so many of your commentators have said about understanding their connection to the divine. The reality is that none of us truly know what this entity is. If there is in fact an entity that controls the entire universe. I'm a Kemetic priest, and I'm comfortable telling you that. Our ancestors attempted to describe the energy that created and controls the universe. That is the Kemetic tradition. We don't believe that there's a guy with a white beard on a cloud that touches your forefinger in order for you to come into existence. And I think it's really interesting that Inky is saying that you cannot believe in a divine force and also in evolution. I know that I attended religious school all the way up to Cornell. That was the first school that I attended that wasn't a religious school. And I learned evolution. So, and they didn't say, this is what those people say because they're not believers. The reality is that if you think that there is incompatibility with evolution and spirituality, maybe you need to question your spirituality. Because our spiritual traditions are best meant to describe how to interact with each other, what our relationship is to the rest of the world, to the rest of the people around us. Not to be read like a newspaper or a science book. That is not what spirituality is meant to be. And so when I hear that, I just think that these are people who have not really studied enough to be able to have a real clear opinion on the differences between science and spirituality and the importance of science in our day. And it's so amazing to me that they're speaking on the internet, on their computer, and then saying that science, I don't know about science. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The other thing I need to say is it's very clear that Inky does not know what a source is. I watched his presentation where he described some things. He said some things about me. I haven't even decided whether it's worth responding to yet because it was really poorly done. And I want to say to you that Inky at one point said, if you want to know more about this, go get this book on a PDF. That's not a source. The way that you use a source is you say, this is what was said on this page by this author, and it supports my argument. He's essentially doing even less than showing the cover of a book. So I want to say that what he is doing is laughable, and perhaps the reason why he's allowed to do this, and Sonetta, I'm going to chastise you too, is because you have not taken him to task. He's making what seem to be Christian arguments. I haven't heard you ask him anything about his understanding of the spiritual world or what tradition he's part of or any of that.
He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's an Israelite.
But I think the audience demands to hear that information. Is he a Hebrew Israelite? Does he believe in the Old Testament, the New Testament? There's some questions. Once he started freestyling and stopped talking about science and started
Jabari, can I ask you a question?
I'm not finished, brother.
Okay.
Once he started freestyling and was no longer talking about science, I think there should be some questions asked. He needs to define why he has the position he has. And he has not done that. He's not showing sources. He's making comments about God, which is not even a Christian or Hebrew term, by the way. I mean, this is the worst demonstration of scholarship that I have seen. I have seen Hebrew Israelites that I argue with regularly do better than this. I've seen Apostle, who I argue with all the time, do better than this. The reality is he has a bunch of opinions, and he would like us to believe his opinions because trust me, bro. That's why because trust me, bro, that's his source. If you have something that you want people to agree with, demonstrate it. Demonstrate it. Where are your sources? I'm going to stay on your booty on that, brother. Where's the sources?
Pause, please. Pause. Yeah, please. I'm not into that. I know. Wait. I know. Listen. I know Jabari. I know you into that because you was heavily supporting Kamala, so I know you into that. Listen.
What?
I just want to ask you a question.
That's out of pocket.
I just want to ask you a question. Can you define spirituality for us? Can you define that word for us?
It's very interesting that Inky is now getting back to his support of Donald Trump. I was waiting to see if he would mention that.
What?
No. I wasn't getting to my support of Trump. I was hold on. I wasn't getting to my support of Trump. I was getting to your support of getting on men's booties. No. Listen, we were talking about you.
Hold on, Inky. Come on with that talk, brother. Stop that, brother.
Okay, so then, all right, so then we got to get off the subject.
So let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. From my vantage point as a Kemetic priest, from my vantage point as someone who has a master's of divinity, I'm going to tell you spirituality is the way that different groups of people try to explain our connection to the rest of the universe. It also includes the set of moral traditions around how we should treat people around us, and also how we should behave in virtually all social situations. It helps us understand how we can actually be the best version of ourselves, even when we've been the worst version of ourselves. I always say that spirituality is best to describe how to stand up when you've fallen down, not to insult people from other, to say who's going to hell and who's not and all of this stuff. That's what small minds do. The reality is your spiritual tradition is supposed to help you be a better individual. That's what spirituality is.
All right.
There's a period there.
All right. Let me move on over real quick to the God Killer, man. The God Killer got something to say because the God Killer's getting ready to get in the ring with the killer for real. I don't know. I was rolling with Unc at the very beginning of this. Now, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know if I need to fall back from Unc because Inky ain't playing, man. He's showing me something totally different right now. And Jabari, man, he came in here last week killing 2 birds with 1 stone, bro. 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm gonna pass the mic to Unc on this one, man. Unc, you got the floor.
I definitely like to see Jabari and Inky get it in. I think Inky making his rounds of getting beat half to death. You know, when a fighter on his way out, he want to fight the champions. He want to fight everybody. Like Adrian Bronner. Like, you respect the nigga, all right, yo, but now he drunk talking. Now he want to call everybody. Now you gonna get what he asked for, yo. He gonna get me. I ain't gonna leave him. I ain't gonna leave you much, bro. But I want people to see how 2 different fighting styles attack pseudoisms. A person that believe, right, and a person don't believe. A person that has a professor, you know what I'm saying, and the person who just learned that shit from the gutter. Right? I had to read. I had to learn it on my own. Right? This man right here, yeah, I mean, he went to school. You gotta give him that, because I'm always big up in school. I might not agree with shit he be saying, he be playing with me, but I like to see them 2 get it in next. That's gonna be the next one. But I want to tell y'all something. It's always about us growing and developing. Pseudoisms never allow you to grow, right? The thing I do, I have grown. I'm going to show you this video. Sarnetta played it, right? I'm going to share my screen, Sarnetta, and I'm going to show you what's actually going on. All right? See if I can get this right here. Right? Put this video right here. I know y'all can see it. Y'all see it. It's right there. All right? And it's Collins. All right? That's the source. Look at this. He just talked about how he don't understand, so he don't understand sources, right? But he uses Andis Collins' work. And I'm going to show you how we trace the source. This is about a good, about 10, 13 years ago, 2016, right? And he been a pseudo-sophisticate forever, right? And it takes tools and it takes study, right, to be able to catch him. But once you catch him, you got him. And they never can rise again. So this is early in what we was doing, right? He's sitting there, and I knew he was cheating. I didn't know. I was like, this man is cheating, yo. He using scientific terms, but he cheating. Let's play the video. I'm going to show you why cheating. I'm going to show you what's crazy about it. Y'all going to be able to pick it up right away. All right, let me get his thing. Here we go.
Always attacking the out of Africa theory, blah, 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 blah. Yes, but I don't attack Dr. Dio. Okay, because you keep going in front of it. I like to go in front of it, son. This is hood shit, baby. We got to touch and feel it. But Dr. Dio developed a method to determine just how much melanin was in skin. All right, very important. Blood type, along with the melanin test, Diop was able to use blood types to prove the Egyptians.
Now, I want y'all to pay with it. He's setting you up right now. Diops is the fake out. Right? Because Diops did talk about melanin. Diops did talk about blood types. He did use art, right? Diops didn't talk about no damn DNA. But he's setting you up. He's getting you used to hearing certain things. So when he hits you with the bam, 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 boom, you won't even see it. So Diops is the starting point to his lie. Remember, the concentration is really not on Diops. He's going to bring you a credible guy. And watch how he fall from grace so fast. Watch this. Once again, this is how pseudo-sophisticates work. They get you primed up, they get you handed, blah, 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 and they fade on you. Right? This ain't the point he really wants you to get. His next slide is the point he really wants you to get, but he want to get you in the mindset of a credible physicist, you know what I'm saying, an anthropologist, and then he's gonna bring you a super pseudo. Watch how he mixed the two. Watch how and he's going to do it with grace and elegance. Watch how he do it.
A race, and all of them belong to the black, quote unquote, race on this planet. All right. Not only did Diop see the Egyptians as black, they saw themselves as black. Art and language, DNA. A recent analysis of Pharaoh Tutankhamun and his family was completed by DNA tribes, which show interesting results, etc., etc. Sub-Saharan Africans, and we know their phenotypes. And then we had Greek and Roman historians that also accredited Egypt with being black. So I wanted to put those proofs in there.
Yeah, see? Now, this what he really want to teach you. This where you at. Look at this shit real closely, yo. All right? Anders Collins, by Anders Collins. Google this man's name. He's a damn pseudo. How do we know he's pseudo? Read it. Look, the roots of mankind. Okay? Now, watch this. You see Australopithecus africanus and Australopithecus robustus. The first mistake on this slide is that Australopithecus africanus and Australopithecus robustus should be in the same damn category. Why? Because they Australopithecines. But this guy does not have them in the same daggone category. What is he doing? Now watch this. He says, and he's trying to play the blood type game. Let me let you in. They don't know what the hell blood type Australopithecus was, because ain't no blood left in those ancient fossils to even remotely know what blood type they was. See the pseudoism, see the lie, right? He got the blood type A blood. Now watch this. He claims that out of Australopithecus, you get the bonobos, the chimpanzees. It's crazy work. Then he claims out of Australopithecus robustus on the right-hand side, he's claiming that gorillas come from them. You see what he's doing? Blood type A for Australopithecus africanus and blood type B for Australopithecus robustus. Now watch this. Cro-Magnon man, right? He doesn't even know, right, that Cro-Magnon man is really Homo sapiens sapien in Cro-Magnon Europe. He doesn't know it, but he claims that Homo sapiens sapiens, because that's all Cro-Magnon man is, comes from Australopithecus africanus. That's not true. See the game? Then he goes into the skull form, the size. There's no proof they was 4 foot, nothing. Then he says Australopithecus is 6 foot. He making it all up. They was left-handed. He said Australopithecus robustus on the right-hand side was right-handed. And Australopithecus africanus is left-handed. It's all wild. Then he claimed they meat eaters, and this is a vegan. Dude, they both Australopithecus. He's making this up. Then he says one is nomadic, right? Then one is settled. Hey, man, there's no record that Australopithecus was any of these things. He's just saying anything in this slide right here. And you'll listen to him, and I'll be like, hold on, bro, you making this up. Where's your source? The source is right here. We didn't have the technology at the time to get them in real time. But it's right here in front of your face. Australopithecus, right? Whether it's Australopithecus africanus or Australopithecus robustus, they're still Australopithecus. And no gorillas don't come from Australopithecus robustus. They're not even in the same line. Like, what are you doing?
Hey,
Nope. Let me finish. Now, here we go.
Then I wanted to demonstrate, amongst other things, just so that you guys see this here. It's in the book. You can get it and buy it. We kind of running out of time. But chimpanzees, blood type A. Gorillas, blood type B. There's no O or AB amongst these two primates.
So what are you saying, brother?
So I mean that O had to come from somewhere else. Period. I'm not going to add anything to it or take anything away from it. Chimpanzee is A and gorillas are B. That means O had to come from somewhere else. Do you differ, Unc?
I don't know the blood type like that, but I know that don't make no sense what you just said.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
That don't make no sense.
I'm not saying I can explain it, right? But I got enough sense to know. I'm not trying to explain. I'm explaining. That's what he do.
No. You seem to disagree, so I'm saying
I'm disagreeing based off of what I heard my brother say, based off of what I read.
It's not like it's not an invisible fact. They do understand where the blood types come from. I'm saying I am not the one to explain where all the
no. But my point is this. All I'm saying is this: if chimpanzees are blood type A,
okay,
and gorillas are blood type B,
okay,
then that means blood type O had to come from.
And look, this man, he got Australopithecus making clothes. Look, flax and linen and wool and shoes. There ain't no damn Australopithecus wore no damn shoes. The hell is Inky talking about? This shit is stupid. It's out of order. It actually makes no sense.
All right, but listen,
hold on.
And I'm gonna let you go, Inky. I only got 1 second, 1 minute.
I ain't finished, bro.
All right, but I still want to say this, brother. In Inky's defense, this was 9 years ago, brother.
No, bro, it's not. So what? He did this claim.
Right, but we don't believe in the same thing we did 9 years ago. All information changed. You know that.
Yeah, see, he ain't changed. That information never been out.
Nah, let Unc do his thing. Let Unc do his thing.
Let me do my thing. Yeah, let me do my thing. Don't cut me off in the middle of getting them.
Hey, Side, you ever see those old cartoons where the savages be cooking somebody to eat? Unc cooking himself right now. He don't even realize it.
Yeah,
let Unc keep going.
Watch how sharp I am. I'm sharp enough to know you ain't cooking. Yeah, I'm sharp. Yeah, them days is gone, bro, where you can just weasel your way in because you actually can't weasel your way in. So here you go. All right, Mr. Collins, right? Let me show you what y'all was showing. You see who was born. I think this is important. First of all, this guy is actually a lawyer and an amateur researcher. He started off with Diops, who's an anthropologist and a physicist. This guy is simply a damn lawyer and an amateur researcher. Okay, taught law at the University of Terry in Germany. Not trained in anthropology or biology. So why would he even mention them two in the same breath? His works, right? It's called The Roots of Mankind, self-published. So he published that. He didn't go to a publishing company. None of that. His studies of ruins and ancient scripts, it's alternative history and theories. This man is using that. That's not a mistake. That's on purpose. He's still doing it in this debate. Mostly self-published online. Jabari is trying to tell this man about you don't even know what a credible source is. Because if he did, he would never bring this. We're not using self-published works. We're not using works that aren't peer-reviewed. Roots of Mankind. Watch this. Claims to explain human origins via blood types. It projects cultural practices onto Australopithecus, like sedimentary, like having shoes and all that. Nobody does that. Links hominids to modern races, like Cro-Magnon. He don't even know Cro-Magnon is actually Homo sapiens sapien. No peer-review support. That man had no peer-review support. That's how we know he don't know how to use. So he gonna do the same thing in the debate. Pseudoscientific claim. He links Australopithecus to chimps and gorillas. Assigns blood types to extinct hominids. Projects rituals, burials, and clothing back millions of years. Oh, y'all forgot Australopithecus goes back 4.5 million years or so? Yeah, he got people wearing shoes and clothes 4.5 million years. Uses outdated racial topology. Why is pseudoscience? It lacks peer review and credibility, but he put it up there and he played scientific with it. Imposes modern categories of prehistoric species. Selective use of data, cherry picking, as we're going to do a debate, and rejects established evolutionary biology. That's why I brought that up, because that's exactly what he does.
All right. Hey, I got to let him respond because I got to go at 7 o'clock.
Okay, you rushed me off.
I got another show.
Yeah. Now listen up closely to it. Go ahead, take it off the screen.
Yeah, Inky, you got the floor.
All right. So, Unc, let me ask you a question. I actually have a few because you put a presentation together. So I think it's only right I get a few questions. So do you think that, let's say, for instance, what you said just now was all 100% correct, which I disagree with, but let's just say that it was for a time being. Do you feel like
you doing King J? See what he doing, King J?
No, listen, hold on, relax.
He ain't do that to you. He let you get it out. Come on, man.
Your fear is showing, Unc. You can't.
Good. I'm glad that King J, my man. I just wanted him and Jabari to hear what he doing. He not addressing what I said.
You gotta relax.
Hey, I'm good. Go ahead, man.
What I'm asking you though is, do you think it speaks more about my scholarship or about your scholarship that it took you 10 years to put a slide together to respond to what I said to you. It took you 10 years to understand what I was saying.
Let me ask my question. Let me answer the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Right there in the video, y'all can go back and listen to it. Make sure y'all support Sarnetta. Go back and listen to it. I said, yo, that don't make no sense right there. I said, that's wrong.
You said it.
That.
I heard him. I heard you.
That, but you fought that. So I just came back, you know what I'm saying, 10 years later, because I decided to look. I seen it again. I'm like, oh, my. Hey, check this out. This is what I want you to know. And Jabari understands this. Jabari understands this more than anybody. Jabari will tell you, just because the response may be 1 year later, 2 years later, is there for the community to always study and always correct, bro. This is what we fighting for. We're not supposed to be right. We fighting to constantly make corrections so we can be strong.
Say power to the people, Unc. So let me ask you this, because you did kind of take what I was saying out of context. And so I it's all good. I guess you pointed out something on the slide where it said where you're saying that I said that people had shoes 1,000,000 years ago. All right, cool.
Now ain't no cool. You did.
Hold on. Because what I point out over and over is how you guys try to redirect away from the science in order to deflect the people's attention. So let me ask you some questions that was specific to what points I was actually making in the video.
Hey, put that slide up while he talks.
Hold on. Yeah, I want to ask you some questions about the exact conversation I was having in the video.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are gorillas vegetarian? Yes or no?
Not all the time.
I'm asking you a yes or no question.
Nope, not necessarily. Primarily, they like leaves. They like fruit. They really like fruit. They eat leaves. You know what I'm saying? And the reason they eat leaves because two species can't occupy the same ecological niche. I'm gonna say this again. Only one species can occupy the ecological niche. So chimpanzees and gorillas both eat fruit. So when they both eating at times, gorillas can just peel off and eat some leaves. Now, why is it that? Because one will either go extinct, both of them can't make it, bro.
Okay, so there's not room for two different types of vegans on Earth.
No, see, I know what I just said, right?
All right, so wait. So
I know what I just said, and that's not what your slide said. Your slide is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, gorillas, they eat insects, they eat banana, they eat fruit, right? They eat, and sometimes they can eat meat.
So you saying that? So you're saying gorillas are not vegetarians? Okay, cool.
I'm saying they do. Hold on, I'm saying that they could do that.
No. It's just a yes or no. You said they eat meat and all that. So you said no. Gorillas are not vegetarian.
You said no. I said that their primary diet is vegetables, but they can eat other things. Is what I said. And I told you why they eat green leaves, but they prefer to eat fruit. And the reason they will eat the green leaves because they may be feeding during fruit time, and it may be chimpanzees, right?
Okay, let me just help you. Let me help you. Listen. Let me help you.
I don't need your help.
You do need help. You need help. Listen.
I don't.
Leaves and fruits are both considered vegetarian, so you don't have to explain that sometimes they eat leaves and sometimes they eat fruits. No. You just have to say yes. You agree that they're vegetarian.
No, I don't agree to that.
Okay, so you don't agree that they're vegetarian.
Deal with your chart with 4,000,000-year-old shoes. Deal with that. Deal with
do you agree that the gorillas are vegetarian? Yes or no, man?
Nah, hey, Inky, he gave you the perfect answer, and Unc is correct. Not all the time.
Yeah, come on.
Just like humans.
Sometimes
we see vegetarians, and then somebody go off.
You got to get out of the sound bites, brother.
No, I'm just trying to tell you, he answered it correctly. Sometimes they are.
Sometimes
they are. But then they deviate and go, yes, it is, brother. He's right.
They can't eat other stuff, bro. They're not strictly vegetarian. What more you want me to say? I said it. Bring it in the debate. Put that in the topic.
Hold on, listen.
Answer the 4,000,000-year-old shoes, though.
Hold on.
Answer the blood type on Australopithecus, robustus, and Australopithecus africanus. Where'd you get that from, Inky?
Let him go. Let him go.
Running.
Am I
running? You're running. Listen, you're running.
I don't want to yell. I want to be like Jabari.
Let him go, Unc. You gotta let him go.
Yeah, you're running, you're hiding, and you're all over the place. Listen to this. We all know that he didn't unmuted himself to get back in. This is crazy.
No, go ahead.
we all know that under starvation, we subject to do anything to survive. That's why even in the Bible, there's a change in diet post flood, post being lost in the wilderness. So this not a thing of, oh, well, they're liable to eat something. Woo, woo, woo. They have a primary diet. So when you go to the slide and you try to point out one or two things that I might have said that was, or that I might have showed that was in error, I'm just pointing out that what you're doing is deflecting from the conversation. Are you saying, Unc, that gorillas do not have type B blood type? Yes or no? Now, don't give me no song and dance, because you the one be doing the flim flam. Yes or no, do gorillas have type B blood type? Come on, Unc. Unmute yourself. You know how to unmute yourself. Now look at him. He looking it up before he answer. Ooh! Unc, you in trouble over there, huh? Unc, you all right, Unc? Unc, your Wi-Fi is... What's happening with your Wi-Fi, Unc? You good? Unc, the answer's not going to change, brother. Just go ahead and say yes. Gorillas got type B blood. No matter how many... Now, he done looked it up on Google. Now, he feel like he probably going to try to check it on Safari. Maybe he get a different answer. Unc, you're in trouble over there, champ. You put that slideshow together.
Well, thanks for unmute me, Sonnet. Appreciate you, sir. Sonnet had me on mute. You had me on mute. I couldn't come off.
No, anybody can unmute themselves. Stop that.
Let's put the slide back up. Let's put the slide back up. Put the slide back up. Let's see what this man talking. I want you to show his skill set and bullshit. So this what he do to y'all. He go to right here. Do gorillas have B? Okay. All right. That's the question, right? So Engie, do they have B? I'm gonna ask you, do they have B? I'm gonna ask you a question. Yo.
Well, he feel you ain't answer his question. That's why he probably.
Okay, all right. Well, there we go. They got A, B, and O, and primarily B. But what does that have to do with the overall slide? So out of this whole slide, you're saying, watch this. Here's the trick. He's trying to say, right? Because here's the trick. First of all, what he's saying is he's saying that one, Australopithecus are related to gorillas. That's what he's saying. And two, they relate to gorillas because of their B blood type, right? Neanderthal, Homo erectus. He's saying that this is a whole line right here. They blood type. That's exactly what you're saying.
Okay, let me explain it to
you.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Let me help you.
Hold on.
Let me help you. Listen,
I'm saying
because the people just watched this video. Wait, listen. Sa just put this video back out again, so people just watch this fresh in their mind. So the one thing that they'll notice is that me and Ngozi are having a conversation, and I got KT, you know, my young boy, I got KT sitting in the corner over there taking notes. But they notice me and Ngozi having a conversation. So, you know, like everybody else knows, that Ngozi goes into like the E1B1, he starts to naming off haplotypes, right? That's Ngozi's thing. You can't take that away from him. So if you understood the context of the conversation, you would understand what I was talking about, because one of the things that impacts haplotypes via single nucleotide polymorphisms, or SNPs, is living in a certain space and eating a certain type of diet collectively. So as we was having a conversation about haplotypes, I was just further elaborating and relating diet and blood type to the conversation. So this is why I'm saying, if the shoes is there or whatever the case may be, the reason why I was showing this is because we was having a conversation about single nucleotide polymorphisms. Can you tell us real quick what a single nucleotide polymorphism is?
I'm telling you this. I'm telling you.
No, I'm just asking you here. Can you tell us what that is,
man? It's DNA, man.
Can you tell us what a single nucleotide polymorphism is?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the pseudos do. They do the Malachi York thing. They're gonna ask you a million goddamn.
Hold on, Unc. You are a Nuwapian, not me. Why are you saying that we do the Malachi? You the one who's a Nuwapian. What you talking about?
You okay? Well, I'm a Nuwapian. You're a daggone quote unquote Politean. That's how we doing. That's what we doing. Because you ran around with a hat on, nigga. You ain't got no video with me with no hat on, nigga. You run around with the whole polite shit right there. Ain't you covered it? Tell me you ain't new covenant. You new covenant. That's double, triple new whopping.
Hey, y'all better come to this debate. This debate gonna be serious.
I don't know what DNA is. What's the new? Hey, bro, back to your chart again, though. See, we gonna always bring it back. Where you got Australopithecus with B blood, Australopithecus being related to Homo Neanderthal, all that is wrong, bro. So are you gonna admit that your whole chart from top to bottom is wrong? Tell the people right now, you know what? I changed my mind. I disagree with all that. Let me hear you say. I'm asking you a question.
Okay,
I'm saying right now.
I'm going to answer it.
Do you agree or disagree with that chart you put up? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you, sir. Got you. He's growing. Thank you.
No, I said I do not disagree with it. I said I do
not. Oh man, so now Australopithecus had shoes and clothes. Man, get out of here, bro. Had B-type blood and all that. Just because gorillas and you claiming that the gorillas come from the Australopithecus, that's why they got the B blood. Come on, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
No, I'm not answering any more questions.
Do chimpanzees and humans have 99% the same DNA?
I'm no longer answering questions.
I'm just asking you a question. Do chimpanzees and humans have 99% the same DNA? Yes or no?
I'm no longer answering your question. I don't know.
All right. So if you don't know the answers to these questions, you can't possibly understand the context of diet and blood type. You see, they got a call. Try to help him.
Hey, y'all! Everybody know I know the answer to that question. I'm not gonna sit here and be questioned down like he the feds. He like the Federal Bureau of Investigation. 100 questions.
No, the Adjustment Bureau of Investigations. Get it correct. It's the Adjustment Bureau.
The Adjustment Bureau is back. That's all.
Not with him. He can't lead the way. The pseudo can never lead the way. He's adjusting himself.
I should leave that up to the audience.
You don't agree that chimpanzees share between 98 and 99% DNA. You don't agree with that. Because if you agree with that, you would lose that debate.
Ask me a question instead of answering the question.
I already know what it is, bro. They share common ancestor. That's why they share 99 and 98% DNA, because I can give you the reason why. Because they share common ancestor. That's why that DNA is that close.
Okay, can you identify the common ancestor?
They don't have a common ancestor, but they might. They might.
So you can't identify the common ancestor.
No, what I'm saying is,
how is that science?
Hold on, because this is the trick. It's like saying,
how is that science?
Hey, Sarnetta, I'm gonna hit you with something slick. Watch this, Sarnetta. What kind of car you drive, Sar? No, I ain't gonna ask you that. I know you used to drive a, let me see, Cadillac. Now, your Cadillac had a specific engine in it.
This is flim flam. I just want
let me finish my point. I'm gonna show people how they don't gotta have this, right? So they could take a Cadillac, right? And all they got is the damn engine. So they can look at the engine, look at the serial numbers, look at the way it is, and they can tell what car that engine was made for. They can say, oh, that's a Cadillac engine right there. So they don't need to have a common ancestor to know that chimpanzees and humans share 98% DNA, because the number one thing that you can't get around is when they do those DNA studies, they recognize that they share 99% DNA. And so now there's only one reason why chimpanzees and humans share 99% DNA is because somewhere down the line, right? Maybe 7 million years ago, they shared a common ancestor. The common ancestor did not look like chimpanzees, and the common ancestor did not look like humans. What happened was that common ancestor went in separate ways. One ended up in the trees and in the damn zoo in 2025, and one ended up exploring Mars based off of the environmental pressures, the radiation. Now, I'm not saying y'all gonna understand that, but I tell you what, come time for debate, I'm be teaching. That's what I'm doing.
Yo, and
We
so
getting
you
away
hold
from
on.
Australopithecus having shoes at 4.5 million years and having clothes and all that. You getting away from that. Explain that.
Was this a little
No,
example of
explain that. But explain that.
What was this a little example of that teaching that you're gonna be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So explain to us why you got Australopithecus wearing shoes and wearing clothes at 4.5 million years. Explain to us why you got humans coming from Australopithecus africanus. Explain that, bro. Because that's not scientific. Nobody says that Homo sapiens sapiens derived from Australopithecus. Nobody says that. It's in that line, but it's not coming from that, like you said, brother. Can you explain that to us? Stay on the chart, yo. Explain it to us. Please explain it to us. How you know the blood type of Australopithecus africanus and Australopithecus? But how do you know that? How do you know they was burying people? How do you know that?
Let me say this.
How do you know they was looking at the stars?
Hold on. Let me just
say
something.
You're mad.
We got 7 minutes left. Listen.
No, I got 1 minute left.
Listen,
you
have provided me with so many sound bites that I can't even use them all, brother. Like each video contains so many crazy things that you be saying. Like after this video is over,
answer the question, bro.
I want you to start like
just
having
answer
some
the
of your
question,
team.
yo. Answer the question, yo.
I asked you like 10 questions you didn't answer.
And that's not you asking about gorillas blood, and I said they got A, B, and C. You heard me, bro.
So you just basically named every blood type. Listen to what you're saying as an answer. I asked you about a specific blood type, and you named every blood type.
Every blood type.
Yeah, they got A, B, and O. Oh, okay. So they're alive.
Hold on.
So all you know about gorillas is that they're alive.
It was predominantly B, right? But in actuality, that doesn't help your case with that damn chart.
Hold on. So you're saying
now
you're saying
do Australopithecus have shoes? Why do Australopithecus have blood type B? Why do you have them burn they did? Where is all this stuff coming from, bro? Why are you making this up?
You a specific question.
I'm not asking me nothing. I'm asking you. You got to
asking you a specific
you
question.
Said you agree with. I'm not doing that.
You ducking the question.
Great.
How you turn a question about biology into a Cadillac engine? Hold on. How you turn a question about biology into a Cadillac engine?
Don't let me get away with that slide. Put that slide back up there again.
Hold on.
Same slide.
You're talking about a Cadillac engine.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, hold on to this. We see it. Put that slide up there, Sarnetta. See, we see this slide. Slide up, sir. We see that slide again, and I'm gonna tell you what we see right here. We see two categories right there. You're claiming that the Australopithecus africanus, and out of that comes the chimpanzee, right? Relative. See the word relative. See that? Yeah. Chimpanzees aren't relatives to Australopithecus. See, we can read blood type, right? Australopithecus africanus don't have an A blood type. You making that up. Cro-Magnon man, which is really Homo sapiens sapien in Cro-Magnon Europe. That's why they named him Cro-Magnon. He's Homo sapiens sapien and lives in Cro-Magnon Europe. Okay? You saying, right? He's a descent. We can read, bro. You playing with us right now, bro.
How you know I wasn't
with us right now? I'm not listening to you, bro. Then you got Neanderthal man. Listen. Let me finish. Bro. Neanderthal man is not Homo erectus. That's on the right side, right? And it is not a descendant of Australopithecus, and it's not a descendant of damn gorillas. You playing, bro, and you playing this wild game with the heart of mind. I got you, son. You can play this game. Ask me 100 questions. At the end of the day, bro, look, you got animal skins and leather footwear. Them damn Australopithecus ain't make no leather skins and footwear. Ain't no chimpanzee make no leather shoes. You tripping.
All right. Family, I dropped the link in the chat. We are now live. I got Commissioner Depp. This is the pseudo killer's been running from this brother for a long time. Commissioner Depp is one of the champions over here at the HOK, and Unc and Cedric been running from this brother. Smash been running from him, and this is my man Commissioner Depp. All right, and we're going live right now. So in this one here, family, thank everybody for coming in. Refresh your page. The link is in the chat. Bring your ass on over. Make sure you get that link. Yo, start pushing your link on your end. Inky, start pushing your link. Let's get it in. Peace and black power. I'm out of here. He gonna be dealing with the Kabbalah too, brother Apostle. So get ready.
Get him, Apostle. Go get him. He easy work.
I've been tearing up the Israelites family for a while.
They can't mess with Apostle. I put money on Apostle. If you had them two debate, the Apostle
you do that.
no, he actually.
Right.